What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weekly rotation series. I talk about which fragrances I wore last week, and I get your insights to which fragrances you got to wear last week. Throw your weekly rotation in down there. We'd love to hear what you guys are wearing. If you don't want to put your whole week, you can throw in a little snippet of your week. So this week I got to wear some of the Lattafas that came in last week, and then I also sprayed on Hawass Fire a little bit here and there. Not too much. I don't have tremendous amount of experience with it, but this one is massively confusing because there's a ton of fruity notes in here. And from what I gather online too, a lot of people call for that fruitiness. It's like a strawberry sweetness, which is very nice. It's very good in here. You know, Jeremy Fragrance said it smelled like Eros meets Sauvage. I don't really pick up the Sauvage all that much, but I do pick up the Eros vibes. Fruity Eros with, I get a little bit of a YSL Elixir kind of vibe, which is very nice. I really like it. I'm just wondering where the fruit is in the note breakdown. I'm gonna be giving it a wear this week. This week has just been so crazy busy. I overbooked myself, and I'm doing a big editing gig and then cam op, next week. But too many edits and too many little nuances. I'm filming a music video later. I was hoping I could get on camera here and talk about my weekly rotation, but man, I overbooked, and I hate when that happens. But here we are. We're going to talk about the week. Let me know in the comments down below. So, first off, I want to talk about Monday here. And I always get this name wrong. Nazi Silver Intense. And it sounds like, anyway. So this is a kind of inspired by a Boss Bottled Eau de Parfum Intense from Hugo Boss. You have a beautiful, beautiful kind of apple-y, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove kind of quality in here. It smells very much like the fall time, or this very nice Christmassy, cozy kind of vibe. Very beautiful here. It does have a nice musky cologne kind of thing going on here. So you have a good maturity scent. It's not like you're just spraying an apple pie on yourself. It has character on it. Hugo Boss, the original Hugo Boss, is a well-known fragrance. A lot of people think it smells like an old man, but very well known. It's an apple-y fragrance, woody, fresh, excellent stuff. If you have not tried it, I would suggest you try it because it's such a staple. I think it's more popular, in my opinion, than a lot of the older time fragrances. But it came out in the 90s, I think, so it's quite a older fragrance for sure. It's hard to say that the 90s is old now, but here we are. This is the day we're living in. This is a very good alternative, though. It has a nice presence about it, and the price tag is great too. It's from Fragrance World, and it's just amazing. Highly recommended from me. I wore it on Monday. Really enjoyed the smell on it. Such a beautiful apple cinnamon fragrance. So good. All right, last week, Art of the Universe came in from Lattafa, and I also had another kind of clone-ish of the whole DNA. It's from Blue Talisman. And so I wore Art of the Universe. This was my main fragrance. I sprayed on like 6 sprays of this or so. And then I sprayed this one on my hand as I was leaving the door so that I could compare the two. And because a lot of people were like, why do you not like this one? Which I don't understand. It's not that I don't like this fragrance at all. It just had a bit of a weird character to me when I first sprayed it on. And it kind of still does. The opening is kind of weird for me. But this one here, I really liked when I first unboxed it and I first tried it, even to the point where I wanted to buy a full bottle of Blue Talisman. But a lot of people were comparing the two, and they were like, why do you hate this one and you love this one? And I would say this is a great example of how clones are done in a different way that makes it more appealing. I have another fragrance, Cologne, from Parfums de Marly, Kalos. There's a Maison Alhambra fragrance. I'll throw it up on screen here. This one is fantastic, but it's done in such a softer way, where some people would say, oh, it's not as good, it's not as beast mode, it doesn't last as long. But the scent character is, for me at least, a lot more wearable, a lot easier to wear for me. So this is a great example. A lot of people are like comparing, does this one smell 100% accurate? I don't know that. I don't own a bottle of Blue Talisman. But anyway, regardless, I like this one a lot more. Mainly because it's a lot fresher and it doesn't have this like weird creaminess in the top here. Now, mind you, I wore this on, Tuesday? And I was blown away in the dry down. The dry down is where this thing is at. It lasts for quite some time too, so I was really pleasantly surprised by that. But when this thing dries down, after the 2-hour mark, this thing opens up warm amber, beautiful scent here. This is a stunning fragrance when it dries down. It's just the opening is a little funky for me. And in my first impressions video that I did, I was only smelling the opening, so I was a little taken back at kind of the smell of it. But when this one dries down, excellent, super smooth, warm amber, almost a little creaminess. It's just, the top is so weird. But yeah, I really like Art of the Universe. It's very nice. It just needs to dry down a little bit. It's a very unique fragrance, let me just say that. All right, another Lattafa that came in was Majerbai from Lattafa, probably butchering the name. So this one smells like a candle. It has this appley tobacco cinnamon note in here, very thick, and it smells like a candle. Like if you go to any like Burlington, Ross, home goods store, and you look for the candle that is the red candle, and it says apple, cinnamon, maybe even tobacco. It smells like that candle. It's very gourmand. It has this like almost edible kind of note in here. Very sweet. Apple is just super potent in here. It has this beautiful, beautiful tobacco to round out that apple so nicely. Cinnamon is present here tremendously. I love it. Love it. It is a very fall time fragrance though. This is going to be put at the back of my shelf until the summertime is over, and I'm going to be spraying this one on a lot during my pumpkin spice season. I get on the pumpkin spice, especially when I'm wearing this. I'm going to be pumpkin spicing all over the place. Apple, tobacco, this beautiful, beautiful woody, but it's a very creamy kind of style in here. A little bit of a vanilla character in here as well. Kind of sweet. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a very situational fragrance. I was walking around and I was just telling myself, like, I smell like a home goods in the fall time. It's not really practical at all, but it is very nice. Very, very nice. Like if you want to smell like an ultra douchebag grind bag, you're looking for a sexy douchebag fragrance, this one smells like you're cooking an apple pie for the holidays. I don't know. It's fantastic. Like I'm going to be wearing a ton of it in the fall time, but it just smells like an apple cinnamon candle. All right, Thursday came around. I was doing some professional stuff and I decided to rock one of my professional scents of all time. Eau Sauvage Parfum, the old man fragrance. There's so many new people getting into fragrances. There's like two different kinds of audiences. You have the younger audience who just like follows these like almost meme kind of things. And then there's the kind of older crowd. I feel like I fall into the older crowd a little bit, where the younger crowd just like shits on fragrances when they smell like this, calling them old man fragrances. And then you have the older crowd who actually like really admire things, and then they shit on the sweeter fragrances. It's definitely an interesting time to be alive, to be a fragrance, not a content creator, but just a fragrance enthusiast. The crowd is a very cut and dry. Anyway, I digress. Eau Sauvage Parfum from Dior. Very, very nice here. It's a vetiver heavy fragrance. Just a clean, sophisticated, dirty smell. Heavy patchouli, vetiver, very nice citrus combo in here. It's mainly this nice musky, fougere kind of fragrance here. When I say musky, it's very clean. It's not like mainly based around musk. It's just a very clean, fixative kind of musk to just, you know, carry the lifespan out a little bit. Very, very nice. Herbal, green, fascinating. See the dent in the bottle. I only wear this to my like video gigs or when I'm doing like a conference, video conference or video production, that kind of thing. I'm usually wearing Eau Sauvage, or business meetings. I'll usually wear Dior Eau Sauvage because it just brings a level of class. All right, then on Friday, I wore Cosmic Pepper from Mancera. This stuff is fantastic. Very aquatic here. Peppery heavy, nice woody, musky dry down. Touch of a beautiful aquatic note in here. So good. It's very similar to like Missoni Wave or Allure Homme Sport, that kind of thing. Aquatic fresh, peppery spicy, little bit of a tonka bean kind of thing. Little creaminess. The musk in here is a little animalic, but it works really well with the aquatic nature in here. Lots of woods in here when it dries down. Excellent. This stuff carried through the air so quite nicely on Friday. I let me admit, I oversprayed it a little bit too much. I did like 10 sprays. Some people are probably laughing like that's overspraying. It's overspraying for me because I don't really like to, you know, announce myself when I'm coming into the room, because I don't really want to be the hold your nostrils kind of guy where they see me come in and they're like, oh great, Nate's coming, he's gonna hold your nostrils. I like to just be discovered. Sprayed 10 sprays of it, worked quite well. It lasted all day. I was smelling good because I went to the gym right around 9:30 at night, and I sprayed it on at 8 in the morning before work, and I was still smelling it. So excellent performance when I sprayed so much of it. 10 sprays, pretty good. All right, then Saturday came around. I spent all day inside. I'm trying to get caught up on a big edit. I'm doing a big editing kind of thing for a big show, like doing all the graphics and stuff, and trying to find time to prep gear for my music video tonight. So a lot of moving parts going around right now. But on Saturday, I wore John Vivato's Artisan Pure. Love this stuff completely. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. I haven't worn it in quite some time. I featured it on my spring list. If you have not checked out the spring list, go check out the spring list. But I featured it on the spring list and I just kept it on my table here. I needed to wear it. So I got to wear it on Saturday. Loved every minute of it. I sprayed a lot too, like 10 sprays. I feel like I'm overspraying nowadays, but you know, I don't care. I'm loving every minute of it. And if other people have a problem with it, I really don't care. Yeah, overspray your fragrances. You bought them, wear them. But yeah, John Vivato's Artisan Pure, I would highly recommend this one. If you are new to fragrances and have never smelled this fragrance, order it now. I'll leave a link in the description. Actually, no, that sounds like I'm a fragrance influencer trying to push affiliate links. Buy it on your own will. You can just click off the video, go to your favorite website and buy it there. You don't need to use my link. Anyway, I would just suggest you buy it because it's awesome. It's a really good citrus fragrance, especially this spring. It could be a signature scent. And then before recording the video, I was looking at my shelf to see what I was gonna wear today for my music video that I'm shooting. And I thought I need a list 10 fragrances to shoot music videos with. Anyway, I settled on Gucci Guilty, the Cologne version. It's a very nice, easy fragrance, kind of powdery. It almost smells like baby powders, which is kind of nice, but it's a little powdery. Some people don't vibe with it. Juniper berry heavy here, musky fresh, clean citrus, and just fantastic stuff here. I am just gonna overspray the shit out of this. Gucci Guilty Cologne version. I love it. It's a nice, easy wear, springtime forward. So the spring is coming up here soon. You could pick this one up and get a lot of wear out of it. Good fragrance. It gets massive compliments. I got a few compliments from it, actually. I haven't worn it a whole lot, so I'm excited to give it a wear. It actually smells really good now. Let me know in the comments down below, which fragrances did you get to wear? Have you tried the Hawas Fire? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would love to hear your thoughts. I'm gonna most likely wear this one tomorrow, so I'm gonna leave it up here on my desk. I'm gonna try my best to get some videos out this week, but I got a lot of editing to do and I'm a little bit behind, so I'm gonna do my best, but most likely next week I'm gonna have a lot more videos. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.